Hello, everybody. Go RGN TV here. Some lower bracket action. Big names, Atlantis and CPLAY here. It's a best of one. All of our lower bracket matches are up until the finals, and we are on Overpass. Knife round, very important here. Whatever team can grab it is going to start on that beloved CT side. Obviously not as CT sided with the recent changes, but I'm Laser Jesus. Alongside me is Hurricane. How you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm liking this knife fight in the bathroom. It reminds me of New York.
Oh, man. You got some stories that shouldn't be said on stream or something?
Yeah, it shouldn't be said on stream.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Knife fights in the bathroom, part of our commentary team. But looks like it's going to be CPLAY, the favorites here, that are going to take the knife round. And starting on the CT side, that's very favorable. Oh, excuse me, Atlantis did. I'm backwards already. Bad start. It's just the names that get me.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be starting on CT. Atlantis is, and I'm going to be looking for Glaive here on CPLAY. He's pretty much the magic man, I think, in this match that can make the difference. I'm pretty sure he's the most experienced player in the server, and he has a very dominant op, which can be very handy on this map as there's a lot of long range.
Yeah, with the recent additions and everything, long A is so important, and if you can see a lot of the top tier teams when they have that opera on the CT side. There's so many different positions where you can play forward with that AWP and play it effectively. The only really position I don't think you can as effectively is short B with the AWP, but obviously then you can put somebody over. But long A, long B, stairs, fountain area, everywhere you can aggress with that AWP.
This is JW and Kenny S's dream map, so of course they're never going to want this to be dropped from the map pool.
Right? What do you think of competitive terrain that's coming in soon?
I don't know. I hate train, but I'll keep my opinions to myself until I see a team practice it, you know.
If we're talking JW and Kenny F maps, I think we're going to see a lot of ops on that map. But let's get into it here. Best of one, huge pistol round. CPLAY starting on that T side. They're going to go for a B bust. Man for the job is Arky at the barrels right now. He's got to get a couple. He can't let them just swarm all over the bomb site quickly. He's struggling with that USP. He can't get a single frag, and CPLAY has opened up the bomb site with 2 frags already. On cue, the only man able to get a couple from the site for Atlantis, and CPLAY has made their move in, and only Soaker and Mixwell remain. Soaker coming in from above. He's got to wait for his teammate, but his teammate is isolated by all these smokes over here at the short. But now the smoke's dissipated, and Mixwell, it's time to make his move. His teammates already worked his way in. CPLAY is playing this so passively, letting them into the bomb site. Soaker onto Maeve, but he's quickly traded off, leaving just Mixwell. He doesn't have a lot of time, doesn't have a lot of bullets, doesn't even have a kit. And this is going to be a CPLAY round.
Yeah, RIP. Really good play there by CPLAY, just going with the meta that's in Counter-Strike right now. Those Tech 9s are super overpowered. They bought 2 and dropped them with some armor and just basically wolf packed long B, and it was almost impossible really for them to hold unless they hit those nice one taps. And like you said, the player watching that spot really struggled to even get a kill. So really good play there by CPLAY.
Yeah, in my opinion, the guy at the barrels there, he needs at least 2. I mean, otherwise, the position that you can get when Tech 9s all over your face, it's just so incredibly difficult to hold. And excellent choice by CPLAY. Now, on the anti-eco, what's Atlantis doing? Ooh, they're fully bought up. They do not want to drop this round. They're fighting for that momentum. We got a long A push going on. Soaker can't find a single point of damage. And it looks like CPLAY is holding beautifully here against this Atlantis force buy. And you know, it is the current meta. I mean, we rarely see teams save on the second round now, but I'm worried for Atlantis here because like the percentage rate of force buy round wins. Do you win enough on the CT side to make your buy round that much weaker when it comes through on the 4th round?
No, I don't think so. And there's been plenty of matches, especially where you and me cast, and we've talked about it, that especially on the CT side, the Tech 9 is overpowered people, not the 5.7. So there's not a lot of very good. It's just not a good decision really to be forcing like this. And you have to do something special with it. And if you have something practiced, then I would completely agree. Like, yeah, go for it. But a lot of these teams, they just do it because I think it looks sexy to them because Fnatic could do it so well, or these players. But those are the full-time teams that put so many hours into this game, and they have a set strategy. And not only that, they have just the best players in the world backing behind those pistols. So it's just, I think it's an unnecessary risk. And I would just, I don't know, what's your opinion on this? Wouldn't you rather just full save second round and then maybe FAMAS surprise buy? Like, that just sounds like a better idea to me.
Yeah, and especially on the terrorist side, you can Tech 9 armor up, and then your buy is still going to be all right. It's not like you're going to be struggling like the CTs will, because you got to get kits, that additional money for the M4s. Yeah, it's just more and more points to, you shouldn't do that on the CT side. I mean, if you're down, say, 14-1, like, you have to buy up on, say, Nuke or Overpass or something, but to start off the match, I don't agree with it. All right, enough talking about that. CPLAY making their way into B. Atlantis had stacked the other bomb site, so Gambit failure right there for Atlantis, but this has given them an opportunity to kind of flank this guy in the tunnels here. It's given them a huge flank, and he is entirely unaware. Glaive did not expect that many CTs to greet him in the hallway, but down he goes, but he only had a Tech 9. Only had a Tech 9. That's not too bad of a weapon to put into Atlantis' hands, and you know what? If you're at Lexus, you might just want to save that Tech 9.
Yeah, it might be a nice little toy to add with the op if that's what they're going with. So, I don't know, maybe they will do it, or just go for exit kills, and maybe you can upgrade that Tech 9 to an AK if you're lucky enough.
Yeah, I mean, even if you could save that Tech 9, drop it to your opper, but again, I don't think they're going to be able to afford AWPs. There it is, Mixwell taking down 2. That's a good ending to the round for Atlantis. But let's check out their money here. This is the problem when you buy up, or when you force up on the second round. Their money's pretty low. They're not going to be able to afford everything they want. You see Mixwell going with his AWP, but that's only an AWP and a flashbang. So, I mean, aim punch is going to hurt him. He can take less damage. There's a lot of things pointing to why you shouldn't do that on a forced buy. But let's see if it works out for Atlantis.
And really selfish of Alexis to keep on that Tech 9 and not give it to Mixwell, I think. I would yell at my teammate.
Right, you need that double primary. If you're that operator, it can get you out of such sticky situations. I mean, imagine JW with a Tech 9 or the old CZ. It was just he had two primary weapons. He was basically playing Call of Duty at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so CPLAY strategy got the bomb down way by their spawn. So just kind of feeling out Atlantis here, and I like this decision because it is the first gun round. And Atlantis, they know their money's going to be pretty hurt. Mixwell, he's caught out of position. He's got to survive here. This is so much money. He saved all these rounds, and he falls without taking anybody. CPLAY, prime position to take this round. Joker fighting back, though, from the site. And after Atlantis, they trade a member each at this A-bomb site. Now they're going to fall into a defensive shell here. They've stacked 3 of their members inside of A, and CPLAY doesn't even have the bomb yet. So we have a long time to go in this round. And what does CPLAY want to do here? They are setting up for A, but they are falling into Atlantis' hands. I love the setup here for Atlantis. They just stacked the right bomb site so far here, but everything's really silent at the A bomb site for now, so they got to stick at the site. They cannot rotate over, and it doesn't look like they have any intentions to do so. 25 seconds left. CPLAY getting to that point where they got to make their move. All the smokes and flashes are coming in now. They're just going to try to plant, but the spam are coming through the smoke, and Don Q finds 1, but they get the bomb plant. They trade off 2 of their players for it, and now just 2 CPLAY members remain to try to stop the defuse. And wow, Glaive has actually snuck his way into spawn, but Arky is keen to it, and he takes out Glaive, and now just Maeve remains 1 on 3. AWP, he misses his first op shot. Surely that's it. Don Q with a fantastic round, finding a lot of people through the smokes, and taking it for his team.
Really good patience there by Atlantis with pretty much CPLAY breathing down their necks. They completely had site control, long control, the bathroom control, and they hid behind, just waiting for them to make the execute, make the move, and then Don Q utilizing just the smallest crack in the smoke, and CPLAY paid big time for that as he was able to pick up 2 kills there, and then the retake was pretty effortless by them. So again, really good play there by Atlantis.
Yeah, good stuff. Good recovery after losing that AWP. Let's see where Mixwell is playing this time. See, they're rotating, they're shifting this off position around already. But CPLAY quickly taking up short, looking for anybody boosting. So the strat here for CPLAY is just to control this area and make sure no pushes come through the playground or Long B. What is their eventual plan, though? Just trying to work up short, just maintaining control of the stairs. Atlantis here, they did have a fairly forward position in the bathrooms early, but now they have fallen off, favoring just to hold the sites. So now setting up for some interesting smokes and flashes here is CPLAY, just outside of the stair door. See what they're going to do with these. Is it some sort of like nade stack that they're attempting here? Are you seeing this?
Yeah, they're just gonna smoke off this bridge area and crunch the site. See, here comes the smokes. That whole back area is completely smoked off now. Molotovs on the bridge, but Atlantis just playing with what they can work with as there's just not enough grenades really to cut off everything. They position themselves perfectly, just moving past that smoke. I think the timing was just a little bit off for that. There's good logic behind the strategy, but I would like to see quicker action to go with those grenades and just position yourself a little bit better so you can catch them while they're repositioning because they took so long. Atlantis repositioned past those smokes. It's not like they were even utilized.
Exactly. I was thinking, like, if they just threw a flash or something, or a better flash, there's no way Alexis should have got all those kills just pushing up through the smoke. That's kind of what CPLAY wanted him to do. But wait a minute, here comes CPLAY into B again. Just gets slaughtered by Atlantis. Finding their footing over here at the B-bomb site. And CPLAY, think about not doing that any longer. It worked for pistol round and hasn't worked since. Even though that wasn't eco round, but another round for Atlantis. And a lot of people live. And that's so good on Overpass your CT to get that economy going. Because you never want to be in that sort of position where you have to save on the CT side of nuke or Overpass.
Right. And I think the key to just hitting B bomb site on most sites is you have to put a little bit of pressure on the other map and force maybe get a pick and then make the CTs cheat another player over so that the other bomb site that's usually able to be held solo is going to be a little bit easier to take for you. So I'd like to see a little bit more advanced play here from CPLAY.
Yeah, and I think Atlantis is very susceptible to that because we already saw them stack 3 members in A bomb site before the execute was really made or the intentions were made clear by CPLAY what they were doing. So definitely vulnerable to that, judging off that one round, of course. So see CPLAY. Only 3 left this round. They have the bomb in the stairs, so they just gotta regroup and see what they could do here. They might want to send this sole player up long. If he dies, might want to go to A. If he gets the kill, they're gonna just book it into B. Now they are grouping up at B. Are they going to take together, though? This long player is way out ahead before the short players are engaging. Now they'll be fighting together, but the smoke comes in from Atlantis again. Oof. Oh, Muffab takes out Don Q, and now this opens up the bomb site, but still shut down by this smoke as CPLAY. They don't want to rush through it. Now they're smoking off heaven. Atlantis is going to retake very shortly. Arky has already made his way into the pit, though. Alexis onto holes. Alexis playing that position so well so far. Pushing through another smoke, but this time he can't connect. Muffab takes down his teammate. Or Arky's teammate, and now, Muffab is having a huge round. Just Alexis remains from the pit. Somehow CPLAY is bringing this back. Oh, Alexis can't.
Oh, such good team play there.
Yeah, excellent stuff.
Just really breaking down the angles, CPLAY there. Able to take off some heads, and then getting into that 1-on-2 situation. I know that the CT didn't pick anyone up, but just how CPLAY played that, they knew exactly where he was, and I think an amateur player would just want to strafe out and get that kill, only seeing red. But both terrorists grouping up, even though one was low, and just getting into perfect trading position, and that was going to be a 100% win rate unless some crazy magic happened with some recoil control. But again, just really good play there by CPLAY to get back in this match.
Exactly. Some wonky recoil is the only way that could have worked out for him. But here comes CPLAY getting very aggressive on their force buy here. They're coming straight up the stairs, catching Atlantis off guard for the time being, but controlling the bathrooms. Cutting off the tail end of the rush is Mixwell. And now, again, CPLAY, pretty much the same exact thing as last round. They tried their early round. They didn't come out on top, and now they're down a player. Now they have to work this slow game again. Just try to work the picks and open up this bomb site somehow. Last time, it was the Muffman coming from long that did it for him, and he's in the same position as before. I don't see Atlantis faltering the same way they did last round. So what's CPLAY's approach to it? They're going to be again, and see the setup from Atlantis. Still got 2 in the site, and the rotate is going to be pretty quick from Alexis, so Depending on how CPLAY gets these opening picks, and this time it's going to be Maeve leading up long with the AWP, so Atlantis probably expecting an AK in that spot. A lot on Maeve's shoulders here. He's got to open up the bomb site, and he's got very little time to do it. Still some smokes in the hands of Atlantis. They're going to try to smoke. They're going to try to plant inside of the smoke, and they get it down as well as a kill. CPLAY looking to steal another round from Atlantis despite being down early. Now just Barry and Maeve remain. Maeve setting up in a good position. He's going to go short. No smokes in the hands of Atlantis, or he's going to stay long. His teammate has it short. Look at how passive they're playing this. They're going to let him tap the bomb. Oh, Maeve goes down just to Barry. He's got to come up massive. Can't do it. Alexis with the final frag. And Atlantis going to tie it up 4-4, but CPLAY is at a good pace right now.
Yeah, they are. The key to that retake going in the favor of CPLAY was that he needed to get that op kill long, or else Barry was just going to be completely smashed in a 3-on-1. And fortunately, he missed that shot, was taken out immediately. So really good retake there by Atlantis. I like what I'm seeing from them so far. They're a very patient team, and they're playing just high level Counter-Strike with, you know, just showing the patience to wait for teammates and go together, playing those number games, as you just want the safest bet possible in most of these situations.
And the Danes really liking this B bomb site right now. They're going to try it again. This time it's not an actual rush, but might as well because nobody's spotting for Atlantis, and it's going to come out just like a rush. Because again, barrel players got to come up big. This time Atlantis is fully stocked. It's looking a lot like the pistol round. Glaive has already made his way into the bomb site from short. Nobody was watching short for Atlantis. This is great for G-Play, or C-Play, excuse me. Entirely different team, but the site has been taken by CPLAY and Maeve. Wow, he found the second one all the way in to heaven with that Tech 9. Doesn't matter with that gun. And now Mixwell should save this AWP, unless he's got his hero boots on. He might be doing this. Oh, he takes a shot. Now it's time to go. If you don't hit that first one, get out of there. But he's trying to cut that money down. Now let's take a look at Atlantis' economy. I don't like this plan. He should run out of there quickly. If you put that off in CPLAY's hands, I mean, you're not going to have an op to play with next round. I don't like this.
Yeah, and Barry's already hot on the heels. He's in the A site, so he's got pretty much nowhere to go. He's going to have to make a stand here now because he didn't capitalize on moving when the opportunity was ripe. So he's going to be surrounded. He hears Barry moving around, so it's up to the shot, and he's just completely surrounded. Is he going to live? Oh, my God.
No way.
How? Oh, and he goes down. What?
Nah, it's 10 HP. We'll see it. Let's see if that op changes this round.
It's unreal that he's alive. What an amazing
upside down question mark. I agree.
I like that CPLAY is going B on those Tech 9 saves though, because the more I think about it, those angles really, as soon as you get out of long and you're fighting Pit, the barrel, like anyone on the bridge, it's just perfect distance really for the Tech 9 to do work, as I'm pretty sure it's all one bullet headshot from those distance. So again, I like that CPLAY is pretty arrogant about their game plan, that they're sticking to it, and it's eventually going to be playing out like well for them as they're finally got a grip on the CT economy. Yeah,
I mean, if Atlantis keeps dropping rounds at B, I mean, you kind of have to change how you're playing that CT side if you're that vulnerable. So the fact that CPLAY is doing it over and over, we'll see how that plays into the strategy of Atlantis. But Arky with the scout, so they actually pick up a scout on top of that AWP, looking to play the range, but Arky does go down after taking out one. Where's that AWP? Mixwell taking heavy fire, but he gets the frag onto Maeve. He's holding his A-bomb site. And CPLAY at op is coming back to haunt them here. They are down a player, but CPLAY has been in just countless 3v4s at this point, or not countless, but a lot. And now they're going to try to take this A site.
Yeah, they need to work a little bit on their middle progression to get this map control, but they're going right into this A bomb site. There's only two players there holding it together, and one of them is Mixwell. He's low. He's taking tight angles, and man, I don't agree with that peek at all. You're low there, buddy, and they're going to expect bank all the day. And he just got completely punished with it. But Soaker playing that smoke,
whoa.
Oh my God, coming up huge. Picking up 2 headshots, but Barry gets the trade on him, and now it's a 2-on-2. Op, scout in hand, Alexis with the CZ actually coming out. Barry picks up that first kill. It's a 1-on-1, blocks out, baby, and it's all good because he's rocking it out. Barry picking up the op, 4K for him on the round, and just really good hold by him. He needed to step up big there.
Man, what a drop by Atlantis. That 1 versus 3, they made it all 1 versus 1, and excellent stuff by Barry. with that Glock and came down to the pistols. Don Q didn't even want to use his op in that situation. But I guess Atlantis could have played that a whole lot better. Nonetheless, Barry with a big play, and CPLAY takes their 6th round on the T side. And most of the time, that's enough. So, job has already been done. And at this point, it's just damage control from Atlantis. They gotta win out. Now... All right, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, I was going to just talk about the default here that CPLAY is working. It's kind of too slow, and they're not putting enough players together. I'd like to see more dropping down the ladder with like flashbangs, taking that short A, getting those stairs, and really putting a lot more pressure on the CTs. But it's just too. I believe the offense is too thinned out, really. And they've been losing a lot of players in these early rounds. Luckily, that their mid-game play has really carried them through this. But I'd like to see a little bit better play here by CPLAY.
Yeah, it's like their early rounds. Atlantis isn't really giving them many different looks. You know, they're kind of just playing passive. They might have an op at long. I mean, I've only seen them push very aggressively. They haven't peeked the courtyard one time, or the fountain. So the fact that CPLAY keeps dropping like this early on. It's kind of worrisome for their T side, but somehow in the end, their end game rounds in these odd man situations just carries them into victory with these. But now, I don't think the odd man situation is going to work out this time, as Maeve is the last 1-on-4. And again, cut down early by Atlantis, and CPLAY this time couldn't recover. Atlantis take one, but now they're in a position where they have to win or save, and CPLAY, you can bet they're going to fight for that momentum.
Yep, and they're going for a double op setup now, so I'm curious to see how this is going to change. A little bit of misbuy there. I see a scout on the ground. That's useless. Oh, never mind. Actually, it's a 3 range. They have a scout.
Dang, what's the plan?
2 op. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get to see some cool action here, like maybe some aggressive. Looks like Arky's going to peek this long, and there's going to be no one there, actually, as they're finally just mixing it up. CPLAY going together, wolf packing middle. They took that fountain peak, just like you asked, Laser, and they're taking this bathroom control very quickly. The rotates are coming in. Scout shot onto Barry, Mixwell picking one up, and they're picking this team apart. It's just these nice little quick peek angles, and it's decimating this terrorist team.
Yeah, if you're playing the angles right with the AWP or the scout, you want to really limit any trade offer that you're giving the other team. If you shoot their teammate, you want to get out of there as soon as possible, repeat, take another one. Excellent stuff here from Atlantis. And what timing by them to switch it up, because it's the round that CPLAY has to rush into the bathroom, and there's just way too many scopes looking at him. And now, in the end of this round, Muff and Holst 2-on-4, and they don't have a lot of nades. They do have a smoke to try to plant inside of it. And that looks to be the plan, but there's so many people in the area, I can't see him getting the bomb down. And he actually does, so Atlantis allows the plant. And now, they're going to be left to defuse. Let's see the positioning. Holst inside the bathroom area. Muff by long. They have a decent crossfire here. This is allowing Muff not to get flanked if his teammate plays it right. Oh, he takes off. Alexis they're trying to go for the defuse in the smoke. They're looking for it. Muff goes all the way around. He goes down. Atlantis recovers 6-6. Somebody's got to get on the bomb. Guess they're debating who wanted the defuse or who had a kit. But yep, 6-6, all tied up. And CPLAY, I expect a Tech 9B.
Yeah. Really good play there by Atlantis. Again, their retakes are looking pretty good. It's been all really close. Just looking at the scoreboard here, there's only been 5 elimination rounds, 3 bomb plants, 4 bomb blow-ups, and then 3 defuses. So it's been a lot of these retake situations for Atlantis and CPLAY. I would have liked to see a little bit better play from the player that was in bathroom that round. He got Molotov'd up and needed to make a quick decision, but he had walked and hesitated and basically cost him the round.
And here come the Tech 9s B. This time Atlantis is holding well. Unanswered. 4 kills. Everybody from CPLAY goes down. And that time, they altered it a little bit. They went with the 2-cat instead of just 1. And last time they had so much success because Glaive somehow ninja'd himself into the bomb site. This time, Atlantis a little too wise to it, and they take the lead, 7-6.
Yeah, just good adjustment here by Atlantis. They're really adapting to the CPLAY offense really well. And I think CPLAY might be a little bit hesitant to
doing the boost.
Oh, they are. Oh my god, I was gonna laugh if they actually got a kill. But CPLAY, maybe they're not actually. It looks like we got some quick action here. B, only Maeve on the lurk, and then 3 players taking short B. They're gonna be able to have this map control. They're nading over, and then we might be able to see a set play coming out from them if they can get the positioning right.
Yeah, what happened last time they did this strat, CPLAY took up the stairs and caught the Atlantis members out of position that were playing near the bathrooms. But now Atlantis has fallen back and just decided to hold the bomb site. So more of a standard round developing in front of us. And now there it is. CPLAY goes up the stairs, but Atlantis, as I said, already retreated back into the A-bomb site. So CPLAY strategy here, go fast into B, control the short area, check it for anybody looking for the frags that's short by the boost, and then eventually go back into A while you leave your B player in good position to hold any pushes. So well thought out little default kind of play here by CPLAY, but they got to get the kill. Mixwell onto Maeve early, Soaker holding from the bomb site. CPLAY desperately trying to make their way into A here, but the 2 early frags go in the way of the CTs, leaving it much harder for the remainder of the T's to make their way in. Oh, their only player at B goes down at well, so CPLAY now just 2 remaining. And they found themselves in this exact spot before, and they got the bomb down last time. Are they going to go for it again? And is Atlantis going to give it to him again? Arky doesn't want to. He trades off. Glaive was ready for it. And it's the second one. Atlantis take the lead again, or further at 8-6. And again, CPLAY, with that 6-round mark, has already done the job this half.
Yeah, I just think a lot of these issues really with CPLAY's offense on this map is due to their middle progression. I really like you hit the nail right on the head. They're doing the default perfectly. I know you love this word that I use. They get into perfect pivoting situations when they go short pivot. B, take the door, and then they can pivot either to A or B if you have that door control. So they set up their lurker, they went and pivoted to A, and then the progression there is where it lacked. It wasn't advanced enough. The Opper is able to pick them apart. Soaker pushing up in the stairs, completely surprising CPLAY there, able to pick up 2 kills, denying the pivoting.
Yeah, but such an excellent position to hold, just like Catwalk on Dust 2. Stairs are to Overpass. Yeah, and Atlantis, they haven't really been aggressing the stairs at all, and now bringing it into the last round. Good stuff by Atlantis, and there's no way, if you're CPLAY, that you should have expected Soaker to be there. And he's still there, just lurking in the stairs. Glaive finally drops him. And now just 19 HP remain. But he's got a Tech 9 on wheels, and that is dangerous. He does switch to the AK, though. But he's coming into A, where both Atlantis players are just chilling in the bomb site. They are going to double peek him at the same time. And this timing should work out for them. Oh, uh-oh. Glaive takes down Arky, and now just Mixwell with 18 HP. He hits the shot. He had to hit that. Otherwise, that was going to be Glaive snatching one away. But 9-6, not a bad half. And a good recovery by Atlantis, considering CPLAY had taken the pistol.
Absolutely. It looked like CPLAY was going to be able to run away with that half, as just all of those after plant situations, they were running so beautifully, but then Atlantis just completely denying the bomb in those last 3 rounds. Look at that. All 3 of those last rounds were done by elimination, so not giving CPLAY the chance to plant was pretty much the key to that half for them, and they executed that beautifully. They're going in the second half with a 3-round lead. I'm curious to see what CPLAY has in store for them. Hopefully we get to see some good play, like in this pistol round, some nice slick headshots, so we can even this up and really see what both of these teams have to offer.
Yeah, this could be a long or a short one from here. And I'm being told it's Alex and not Alexis. He's not a girl. I apologize. But that's how it looks phonetically. And that's all I have to go off of a lot of these times.
I actually answered on a forum post on HLTV earlier that yelled at casters for not pronouncing these rounds. Or, excuse me, pronouncing these names right. And my point was that linguistics in humans, the history of human species, is probably one of the most advanced concepts we have. And sorry if we live in America and we're not used to, you know, the Danish linguistics, or I'm not exactly sure where Atlantis is from, but you know, it's just so much to put on these casters. So we try our best.
Spaniards.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, we try. We try. We're not trying to butcher names over here, but hey, I guess it can be funny at times. I remember when I first called Existence, I called him Extends. That was pretty embarrassing for my first cast in like 08 for my first introduction to Europe. Yeah, long time ago. But let's get into the pistol round here. Atlantis. They could take this T-side pistol. They're going to be sitting pretty likely at that 12-6 mark and be on to CPLAY. Fight their way back after the first gun round. But let's check the strat from Atlantis here. Very spread out for a T-side pistol round. They are kind of grouped in the bathroom with a couple of other players, but they're leaving a lot of avenues to attack from late in the round. But now they are gathering up over towards A here. There's just not enough. There's not enough people to take the site over here. I'm not sure what the plan is from Atlantis here. They have a couple members straggling way too far away. But now CPLAY has grouped up in A here, and this take is going to be very hard from Atlantis. I'm not sure what the end game plan is, but they got to find something to execute on. And now they're going to try to take into A. They only have 3 other players. One of their members is lurking way back by the playground right now. And having matching numbers, T versus CT, when you're taking into the bomb site is not favorable for the Ts. But here they come anyways. They got to make a move. There's only 20 seconds left. There's so many members of CPLAY here. It's going to be very hard pressed for Atlantis to take in. But they do. Arky, despite the odds, comes in, takes down 2, picks up a fallen CT's pistol, and they get the bomb down. Arky's looking for another one. Phenomenal individual play so far from Arky, and he is still alive. Soaker onto him, and now just 2 remain for CPLAY, and Atlantis somehow is going to take this round. Just Holst, last man up, 22. There it is. Atlantis take the pistol round on the T side, and CPLAY, how do you drop that? You had the positioning was phenomenal for him.
Yeah, that's exactly the point I was going to make, is the positioning was perfect for CPLAY, but they just didn't hit any shots. You know, you can set up beautifully for like a basket, like for using basketball as an example. You can run your route and get open for that 3-pointer, but if you don't make the 3-pointer, then the play is not going to work. And that's basically just what happened with CPLAY there. They had the positioning, they had the looks, but then if you miss those shots, the Glocks are just the gate, or excuse me, the type of play style you have with the Glock is you got to push up close because you want those close angles, and then it makes it increasingly difficult to hit those headshots. So all those missed shots gave the opportunity for Atlantis to move up, get that real estate, and then just get right in the grill of CPLAY, and they hit their shots, and now they're reaping the benefits of it.
Exactly. You get punished a whole lot more if you whiff your first couple shots on the CT side than you do T's. You just got wheels with those Glocks and Tech 9s. You can run and shoot accurately. So many variables that favor the T side in those scenarios. But CPLAY here on Eco, stacking towards the B side with the majority of their players. But Atlantis is playing it so soft, so passive over here that I can't see them losing anybody. Arky almost gets taken down over here towards the A site. But so far, Atlantis not losing a single player, and they do have a couple of valuable weapons spread out across their players. But look at this end of this round. Atlantis is just so spread out, having members just kind of cutting the map in half. Just 2 remain for CPLAY here. There's no guns to be found, so CPLAY definitely should be looking for some exits, even though the bomb just got planted this late into the round. Atlantis using all the time necessary to just ensure the safest of plants. And now CPLAY still just looking for something to do, looking for any stragglers of Atlantis, and there certainly are some lurking about. But finally a fight here near the stairs again goes to Atlantis, so I don't see CPLAY taking any guns out of this round. Just going to save this P250. And if you're CPLAY here, I would have liked a crazier eco round, not just kind of stacking and walking up to the beep site.
Or just exactly what we talked about, just full save, man. Again, the CT side, you go for the $500 pistol head armor. Yeah, they did buy up. Look at their money. They don't have anything. They had 5.7 P250 head armor, and they just dropped like flies throughout the entire map. It's just not good enough play coming out from CPLAY with those pistols, and now they're just in the economic hole that we brought up earlier in the second half, that Atlantis did the exact same thing. And a lot of these teams do this. Folks, if you're calling for your team, stop full buying on second round if you're CT, because it doesn't play out that well.
Yeah, if you're CT, I mean, I would love to have stats on the percentages of like how many force buys are won at the high, like tier 1, tier 2 level, because there's got to be a super stark difference between the T and the CT side. But look at this, CPLAY strategy here. They're rushing out of the bathrooms after a pop flash, and that's a pretty interesting strat. And I like it considering how passive Atlantis has been on their anti-ecos thus far. They waited until about a minute 10 to throw their pop flash execute out of the bathrooms. And that's the type of ecos that I like to see. A little creativity, a little flair.
I mean, if they would have just done that with P250s, maybe Maeve wouldn't have died so easily because he wouldn't have gotten instantly headshot. You know, that had more advanced play and from their full save than they did with them completely gambling all their money and putting themselves in a bad situation. You know, I just don't get it sometimes.
Yeah, I know the thought process behind it is very hard to wrap your head around sometimes. But yeah, if they did that with better weapons, I mean, could have yielded different results. But hindsight 2020, as everybody always says. But Atlantis now has control of this A-bomb site. CPLAY, they're so passive on these eco rounds, but it is the correct way to do it. Just try to find any stragglers, make your way out of the round with a gun, considering the chances of actually winning the round are very low. That's the best thing you can do. It doesn't look like Atlantis is going to allow that at all. Holst is going to walk away empty-handed again. And this first gun round is going to be so important. And I know we keep talking about this, but the fact that CPLAY did buy up here. Okay, if you're down maybe 13-2, 14-1, maybe even 12-3, I mean, those are the scores in which I feel it's appropriate to force buy on the CT side. But if you have any chance of winning out after your first gun round, you need to be fully stocked for your first gun round, because that's when you can start developing momentum. But if you never give yourself a chance, then, I mean, we might just see Atlantis walk away with it due to the inferior weapons. Like, look, Holst has a scout.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just a weird situation to be doing that type of stuff. Like, it's just curious to me. I think a lot of teams really need to reevaluate how they're buying on these pistol rounds, or excuse me, these eco rounds. If the Tech 9 is overpowered, I totally get it. But yeah, I mean, we as the spectators get all of the stats, so we can criticize these teams a little bit easier. But I mean, this is the type of analysis that high level teams need to do if you want to be successful.
Yeah, I mean, that's why a lot of teams have that 6-man, you know, your Devil Walk or God, who else am I thinking of? Not Karn, but oh well.
Yeah,
Devil
like
Walk,
coaches and stuff. Yeah, Devil Walk's a great example. And actually, he sent out a tweet. One of our fellow leagues. Nice pick there by Maeve. Expect that angle. That was actually really good from him. Face It, actually, they just added some new rules in their league where they allow a 6th player to be in the server with you and spectate, so you can actually have an actual coach able to look at your team as you're playing. Might be an interesting dynamic.
Spec, eh?
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool if the more leagues allow this type of stuff.
You know, that would be very interesting because, you know, like the third eye concept and the 6th eye with your coach. I mean, just having him spectating all those little mistakes and everything can really help. But we've actually missed the whole first gun round talking about this.
Sorry
about that, guys. But yeah, CPLAY looks to be taking it. Only Don Q remains here, and actually they only lose that scout if they do this right. But Atlantis trying to rush and go for this plan. He actually gets off of it. Probably wouldn't have got it down anyway. So Don Q just looking for a little blood at the end, but CPLAY take that round in pretty convincing fashion. They walk away with 4 guns, and that's exactly what you want to start your comeback.
Yes, that's exactly what you want. Maeve just coming up huge, just playing that long and short angle, pivoting back and forth, just looking for those picks, and he actually got some really nice angles onto Atlantis as they were trying to build up for that A take, just completely thwarting the whole plan and really making Atlantis like shake together a little dynamic play, and it didn't work out for him. So real good play there by Maeve.
Look at this difference already in CT style play. It's one of the things I like about Overpass. There's so many different ways you can play the sites. Look how aggressive CPLAY is. They're aggressive all the way up by the fountain. They do have Glaive does have a teammate there to halt anybody trying to take him down as he's falling back. And look, there's another layer to this strategy. They're going to fall back, and now they're going to aggress long. So right after Atlantis claims control of the bathrooms area, they're soon going to have to worry about a player peeking long. And Atlantis does not have anybody in that area. So if Barry could push up long here, this timing would be precise for him. But now Atlantis is going to bring a couple players over there. Barry with a big chance to end this round. Is Atlantis going to peek it? They don't. There's one. It's actually Maeve who's up there. Or Maeve gets the frag instead of Barry. Barry actually didn't even have to do anything at that point, but now he is aggressing. So this long fight is going to dictate a lot here, and it goes the way of the CTs. This puts Atlantis in a dreadful position now. No frags, down 2 themselves, and still yet to find a glimpse of an opening into the bomb sites. And now just 2 up here, Donk and Arky. At this point, I want to just try to take a few guns away from CPLAY, because if they walk away with 5 players, and last time 4 players, the economy is going to start booming. And again, they walk away with 4. Let's check that money. It's getting up there, and Atlantis is going to have to save. So CPLAY, well on their way to a comeback.
I'm liking the strategy coming in from the CT side. Just like you said earlier, the aggression really just putting a lot of pressure on Atlantis. Just the fact that they knew that they're pushed up there, they had to use so many of their nades, maybe even disrupting, what the set play was. Just because you put that little bit of pressure on there, then you get, lesser and lesser advanced play from Atlantis. And then the op just picking people apart, the scout taking tight angles. It was just, again, just a really good strategy there by CPLAY, really disrupting. And again, Glaive pushing up to this door area, doing some nice pop flashes, but actually flashed himself. Again, just putting that pressure on the terrorists and not letting them have as much real estate, especially from what we saw from the last half, as pretty much the CT's played as passive as it gets on this map.
Yeah, and that can dictate a lot of what you feel comfortable doing on your T side. If the opposition is only giving you 1 look and 1 look alone, it leaves you a lot more comfortable clearing spots that you normally dedicate a lot more focus towards. But hold that thought. Wait a second. We got a big battle going on at long here, and if Soaker could take the CT, no, it goes away to the CTs, and that's the entire long push down. Now Atlantis, it was looking all right for a second. They got that first pick on the Glaive, but after that, it didn't work out, and now just 2. Donk and Arky again, the last 2 here. But one of the things for CPLAY that I have to worry about, I mean, 1 round, or maybe that's not part of their arsenal at all. Maybe they just don't want to play passive at all. But after aggressing all these times, Atlantis is going to get wise to it and just, sit back and wait for this push to come. So maybe CPLAY one of these rounds wants to just play it passively.
Oh yeah, you totally want to mix it up sometimes, but I mean that's really just up to the CT's in-game leader to see what kind of meta is coming out for Overpass. This is such a new map that anything can happen really, and you want to just try as much as you can. But I digress. The terrorists grouped up all the way in B. We got 2 long. Muff able to pick up a nice spam. He wasn't boosted, folks. He's just literally practiced a spam spot in this corner, and he spammed someone in the head, I think 2 or 3 times. So he's putting in his homework, and here comes the execute. But a nice counter Molotov coming in from short. But Mixwell coming in with long, Mixwell coming in from long with a teammate, able to trade out a kill, and now they have full map control. The Muff is in the site, spamming away for a bomb planter, but can't find him, jumps him in the pit. Barry on the flank from long, has long control, spots 2. There's a lot of pressure on these terrorists, and Muff capitalizes on it, moves up while the other ones are distracted, like moth to a light. Barry in a one-on-one, knows exactly where he is, has a smoke to boot, is diffusing full. Alexis has to know where it is, but he doesn't. He's going to get the full diffuse. Really good play there by Barry, but Alexis picks up that kill, and then the op at the end. So pretty good consolation prize, but CPLAY still on a roll here, picking up 4 rounds in a row.
Moss to a light. I like it. Yeah, it's really unfortunate for Atlantis, because now that CPLAY knows that's one of their major vulnerabilities is over towards the B side, I expect him to switch it up a little bit and not allow that to happen. So that was a big round that Atlantis could have taken away. But instead, just diffusing the smoke does it for CPLAY. Dodging a bullet there. And it seems like CPLAY has no plans of discontinuing their aggression. They've been attempting it every round. And I love this from CPLAY. They go for this aggression over towards the other side, and then they fall that op back to long. Mixwell still looking for that frag, but it's going to be Maeve again who gets this early long kill. And that you bet on Atlantis banking a lot on Mixwell getting that kill, because he's went for it time and time again here at long. It puts Atlantis in a dreadful spot.
Yeah, and it's clear that that's just the game plan for these CTs. They pick out that long. As soon as they got that kill, then they push in the bathrooms, and Glaive is in the perfect spot really to disrupt any sort of strategy. He's basically the ears, but Soaker walks up behind him and surprises him, so maybe they're wise to what the CTs have to offer. But on the other side of the map, they know exactly where they are, as they had so much information just by pushing into that long bathroom. They expect that the terrorists are B, but because Soaker got that kill, they know that basically the mobile ears for CT are gone and it's silent over at A. So they're moving up quick. They've pivoted over towards A. They're taking the site right now. Bank is smoked off. They know there's a guy in sight. They're able to pick up that kill. And yeah, it's getting low here. They need to get the bomb down. Arky moving in the site, and he's gonna get the bomb not down. And this is gonna be a CPLAY win. Ooh, very close to money screwing over the other team. But man, just really good play there by CPLAY. Even though Glaive got killed, and that was pretty much the logic behind their setup, it just gave them so much information really to be able to rotate. And it was a good read by Atlantis to move back over to A, in my opinion. But the defense was just too strong there, winning all those gunfights and just preventing anything.
And Atlantis just didn't leave. Maybe if they left five or more seconds in addition on the clock, I think that would have panned out differently, because they went ahead and devoted so much to the plant. And now Atlantis trying to make their way up short here. Look at how quick this flank is happening from Glaive. He's going to be coming in, and he could end the round for Atlantis very quickly, but he's going to move on it because Atlantis is now taken into B. They are stocked up with these Tech 9s, and they're already up in the site. This is not good for the CTs. There it is. Arky on to Barry. Where's that flank? It's got to make his move quickly. Still in the bomb site is one of the CTs. They're so close to each other in this smoke.
Whoa.
And man, what's happening? CPLAY comes out of the smoke. They get two. Still even odds here. The bomb has been planted, and CPLAY still has this little pincer over the T side. There's the flank from Glaive onto Dawn, leaving only two Atlantis members remaining in the same location here at short. Soaker desperately trying to give himself another vantage point to try to take out this bomb defuse. Alexis onto Maeve. Atlantis needs this round. Soaker fails on the flank. They're going to go for the defuse. Alexis, one more chance to redeem himself through the smoke. It's one, but not the defuser.
Oh,
he had 10 HP remaining. That was so big. And Atlantis again drop one through their fingers, and man, just a little bit of health. He was spamming the right spot. 10 HP, one bullet.
The bodyguard play by CPLAY there just really made the difference, as he's soaked up so much damage. That was 10 HP, folks, that just made the difference on that diffuser. And if his teammate didn't stand in front of him and absorb that wall, basically making him wall the diffuser, it probably would have been an Atlantis win. So CPLAY making this all evened up.
Yeah, that Atlantis has popped a couple of these really, really close rounds where it went either way. And the fact that Atlantis just needs 4, I mean, if they would have got 2 out of the 3 of those really close rounds, we'd be seeing a way different match here. But instead, it's CPLAY sneaking away with these very, very tight rounds. But now Atlantis has found an opening. They've gotten the initial frag due to some CPLAY aggression, but it's muffled down below. He's got to get out of here. He doesn't. Atlantis claim another CPLAY member. And now this is as bad as it's been for CPLAY early days in these rounds. And now Atlantis going to reroute back to the B bomb site. Holst, sole player here for CPLAY. He has the rotation has come in from Maeve up above, and Atlantis has to deal with this heaven location somehow. They can't just let Maeve tee off on them from up top, and they are just going to try to give him a smoke wall. Instead, there it is, Alex. Did I call him Alexis again? No, I caught myself. All right, that's good. But Atlantis has taken the bomb site now, and if Maeve really needed to get more than one, he needed to get 2 or 3 from the heavens, and Holst, his teammate, can't do anything either. So CPLAY are going to drop around for the first time in a while, and Atlantis, I mean, it's almost justified that they need one of these, or that they've been given one of these, because a lot of these rounds have just been heartbreakers for them.
Yeah, it's been 6 rounds in a row for CPLAY, and now perfect timing by Atlantis to get back into this match, as now they're back in the lead. So really, really good play there. You could just see how much magic can happen for you on this map if you win that middle fight, taking over the stairs door area, as basically Muff, bad timing, pushing in from short B into that door just a little bit too early for how fast Atlantis was progressing, and it basically just made it. He had a good idea. He was going to be doing a pretty cool flank if Atlantis was progressed a little bit farther, but it was just not the case. And winning that fight gave enough real estate really for Atlantis to just do whatever they wanted, and they picked the right bomb site using all of their smokes and had a good take. So really advanced play there by Atlantis. I like it.
Yeah, great stuff by them. And look at this eco round here. Really a tribute to Atlantis, how much damage they're doing to CPLAY. I mean, despite CPLAY winning all those rounds in a row, after dropping one, they're already on the save. So Atlantis here could swing this right back in their favor, looking for that 14th round if they could just hold this eco push coming in from CPLAY, and they do with flying colors. Don't lose a single player. And they walked away with 4 last round. So suddenly Atlantis is going to have this economy, and they're going to be able to buy out. I mean, not entirely from here, but for the most part. And just looking at, oh god, I've been forgetting our plugs this entire time. We have a giveaway tonight, thanks to Luminosity. Always giving stuff away. There's a specific tweet to enter. All you got to do is retweet that. Be following us at Go RGN TV, as well as Luminosity at LuminosityGG. We also got our sub giveaway, the Karambit Blue Steel. I believe we're very close, about 30 away. So when that comes, you get your chance to enter. All you got to do is subscribe. But let's get back into the action. God, I'm bad at plugs. All the way to the bitter end. Where's Sprawl when I need him? But here comes Atlantis into the B site. That's a great frag early on to Muffab, and this is everything for Atlantis. What is happening for CPLAY? That's 2 that go down, but they're just silently dying in this B bomb site. There's Maeve with the rotate, but CPLAY, they cannot go down without getting a kill with those first 2 players, not even delaying Atlantis at all. And this is giving them prime position to walk away with that tie round. Their soaker onto Hole. Suddenly, CPLAY's got to think about saving here. They need to have something to fight with next round. There's really little chance that they're going to win this year. They need to come up huge. But Glaive goes down, and now Maeve is going to get out of there and save. Soaker! Oh, where was that angle from? Somehow finds Maeve just as he's making his way up the stairs. Atlantis take the 15th round. Where did it all go wrong for CPLAY? They were on their way to victory.
Yeah, but it looks like Atlantis finally kind of found their little niche on this T side, able to take B basically without any opposition. They basically walked out long. There's no counter nades, nothing. And I think it's a little bit of a testament to just how close these rounds have been, that the CTs didn't have the correct weaponry and the pressure that Atlantis put on them. They basically, I think they were just scared really to do anything aggressive. They need to be taking this. The CTs need to be taking these stairs area and flanking them if they're going to be giving up B like that. But they just played so passive that it was just basically 5-on-2 with rotating CTs. It just came so quickly. So really good play by Atlantis here. They're all grouping up. I love this. This is so critical, as this is playing the numbers game, and you want to do that when it's crunch time. And they're working all the angles really beautifully. They have the most important part of the map, and they can just pick wherever they want at this point. They're just checking all the angles, making sure that none of these CTs are aggressive and that they're not going to be surprised. And the CTs are just buying into it. They're not giving any sort of opposition here for the terrorists. They just have some smokes and some flashbangs, and they're low on weaponry. The equipment value is more than double for Atlantis. But here comes the flank, just when I asked for it. Here's the aggression. Put some pressure on Atlantis. Glaive getting another one. This is a 5-on-3. The bomb's down, and Glaive picking up another one.
They're doing it.
Oh my gosh, this is insane. Glaive, a third, finally stepping up for this team. The veteran. They know exactly where this terrorist is. Mixwell moving around, trying to find Glaive, picking up a 4th, and you couldn't have asked for a better time. And now look at that. All those saving counter terrorists, they all have guns, including an op. So it seems like they're just even saved. They're going to be able to buy all of the grenades. I see a Molotov, an incendiary. Unfortunately, they bought grenades, which is a little bit curious. You kind of want to be buying incendiaries at this point. But it's okay. Let's see if they do anything special. Here we go. Maeve pushing up short A, and the terrorists are going right into it. Let's see if he's able to pick it up. They blind him, but Maeve not able to pick up that kill, and they're backing up. I wonder how they're going to readjust, Laser.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope they go back to what they've been doing before, because it's been working. And this time they're not going to fall back and peek into the long area. Instead, they're just going to fall back and just contain this bomb site. I was really liking what they were doing before, constantly giving the T's different looks. But I guess in crunch time, they want to play it more passively. And CPLAY just waking up there that last round on their way out. I thought we were going to see Atlantis take it. but CPLAY doesn't want to give up just yet. They're now fighting for overtime, and they have such an impressive body count so far, taking out Fi Nation, XMG, Public Clear. So if Atlantis could take them out, that'd be huge for them. And CPLAY again, fighting for overtime here. They survived with just pistols, and now they are stocked up. Atlantis once again trying this A-bomb site. CPLAY has let them work all the way up, and their take is going to be on their terms. CPLAY constantly before was providing different looks to Atlantis to kind of hold this, but let's see if Atlantis can do it now that CPLAY is playing it entirely passively. Soaker, first frag, second frag goes to Atlantis. CPLAY, this is their tournament life on the line right now. Barry goes down as well. Just one remains for CPLAY. Holst, all of his teammates are dead, but he's got to do it for the Danes right now. He's looking for the spamming through the fence, and all this is going to do is just alert that Atlantis, that he's right there. There it is, Atlantis. Put CPLAY out of the tournament. Moving on in our lower bracket. Great stuff by Atlantis.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think CPLAY picking up that crucial round gave them a little bit extra life, but man, they dropped the ball by not doing anything with that extra life. They